Welcome back to Skyrim for Seniors. And yes, we're here at this deadly spot. And yes, we have now taken our restoration to 100. And to assuage your curiosity, it took us 34 minutes to do it. Now, I don't understand what they were saying within that little journal. All I know is that in this area, what you have to do is you have to stay in the shadow. When you get in the light, like we are a little bit here, you'll begin to lose health. You have to stay in the dark. They call it the shadow, but it's actually the dark. Whoops, there's a tripwire. Now, if you go ahead and activate it, it'll shoot over the top of you. See it shooting over the top of you? If you wait till you get on top, it'll shoot you with poison darts. There's another one right there. I do not understand what's going on here. I do not, for the life of me, understand what's going on. Right, well, I think we have to go around to the back of this place. Right, there we go. I do not like the dark. I've never liked the dark. I think it's very straightforward. It's because I can't see. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think anybody that suggests there anything wrong with that is there's something wrong with them. If you don't have a healthy... Okay, now I think here the thing to do is simply run like hell, because there's obviously no real darkness here. So let's just run and get up here as quickly as we can. At any rate, to get back to my point, To have any shame whatsoever about saying that you don't care for the dark is just stupid. You can't see in the dark, or you can't see as well in the dark. So you're at a disadvantage in the dark. So there's no reason in the world not to dislike the dark. Disliking the dark makes perfect sense. And claiming otherwise is just stupid. Nocturnal, I like nocturnal. I don't know exactly what those things do. I think they consider themselves turning the lights off, although it certainly doesn't get dark in there. All I know is if you pull those two things and the thing opens up and you get to go forward. I don't really try to figure out exactly what. I think it may consider themselves turning the lights off. They're certainly not turning the lights off because it's still light in there. I've been in a cave before. I've been in, it was, where was it? It was in, the first one was in, out in New Mexico. All of a sudden, I can't remember the name of it. A big famous cave system in New Mexico. All of a sudden, I can't think of the name of it. And one of the things they did was turn the lights off. And their point was to show us that none of us really understood what it was to be in the dark. You know, we thought we knew what it was to be in the dark. But, you know, there'd always been moonlight or starlight or some semblance of light. But that in a cave, there was true dark. Absolute, total darkness. Zero light. Good grief. And it was mind-boggling. I mean, it's just darkness is such as that, such true darkness, where there is no light. Darkness that is absolute is a mighty, all-enveloping thing. And you really only find it in something such as a cave. Because outdoors, even on the darkest nights, there's still light of a sort. And I don't remember what I got on. I don't remember why I got onto this subject. So I'll just stop talking. Well, interesting room, but there's just not really anything of true value here. There's a training book down there, but I don't wish to be trained in locksmithing. Where was the way out? I forget. Was it down here on this end? I think this room may or may not have afforded us a way around those blades. Yeah, I think it did. I doubt if I need that. Or sneaking. I think I'm a little bit past sneaking. Just sort of second nature to me. I think we're probably past all that at this point. Oh, really? I can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all those ridiculous riddles just to end up here. After I memorized Nystrom's clues he'd collected from Lathelus, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. Return the skeleton key to the Ebonmere.
What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that he stays this time, won't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Well, actually, she did to me, but I'm supposed to say please. She sounded indifferent.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What's this about becoming an agent of Nocturnal?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife.
Why can't I be all three? That's a stupid question. Okay, never mind. Why can't I be all three?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
So, what now?
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it.
And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
The beginning of what?
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin, and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete. fellow Nightingale?
Well, I believe that's probably the crescent moon. Let's look at the other ones and make sure. Yeah, yep, that's a crescent moon right there.
Carlisle?
Oh, cool.
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your fears would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Ah, how nice. Okay, so what do? We oh, well, somehow I activated it. Well, I meant to activate it, but I didn't know I did. Okay, activate portal to entrance. What? Well, that's a little aggravating. Okay, so that's to Twilight Sepulchre Inner Sanctum. Okay, so all right, so okay, all right. So we come back here and change it over if we want to, but I've never wanted to. I've always kept the invisibility thing. For 120 seconds, that's 2 minutes. That's a long time. Where am I? Well, I'm close to home, actually. It's right there. Twilight Sepulchre is right there. I'll probably forget that. I seem to be forgetting more and more. Bombing tool, there's a horsehide, iron ore. All right. So we have Holy Ebony War Axe, Iron Dagger Dismay, Talos. Okay, Zax's health. That can be put away here. No, that's the wrong one. Dax's health. It's not health that gets put away. It's restoration. of me. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing one. Kinnereth. No, there's Kinnereth. Ah, Z. The Z one. The Z one. There's a one that starts with a Z. Can't think of what it is, but there's one that starts with a Z. Can't remember what it is. It's got to do with working with yeah, it's got to do with crafting and working. And it starts with a Z. But I don't remember the name. A soul gem fragment, that goes down here. And we have a lesser soul gem. Okay, that's it. I believe that's it. All right, now the decision is whether to go straight into the return the Eye of the Falmer to Delvin, or do the Lexicon to Avonchensel. That's the decision. Let's return the Eye to let's do this. Let's take the Eye back to Delvin.
It's good to see you in one piece, lass. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key?
It's been returned to the sepulchre.
That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
So where will you be now?
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the Guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Hey, I still have a contact in Valenwood that may have some work for us. You're welcome to join me.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, the ending of my tale I began earlier. Is this your tale of
This is my bed right here.
back control of my friend? We invited 4 women on the same night.
I don't know whether I want to start with the quest right off or not.
Need some gold? I may have some work for you.
I managed to recover an eye of a farmer.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort.
Okay.
By the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime. The only way this guild's gonna continue to grow is by taking extra work.
I know, Delvin. I'll be back and I'll get that, but I'm going to go to Avanchenzel first. Look at that. Look at that. We now have our very own shrine to Nocturnal. So I can go over here and caress her thigh. And I get you're 10% harder to detect for 7 hours. I think it's 8 hours. I don't know why it says 7. I think because it starts out at 8, but as soon as you say it, it's a little bit less than 8, so it rounds down to 7. I don't know why it says 7. Avanchenzel. Oh, okay, I know where that is. Oh, okay, I know where that is. All right, it's over here. Let's get some eggs. Hello, chicken. How you doing? Get us 4 eggs, okay. Now, I think what we'll do is I'll stop right here, then come back, and we'll find Avanchenzel.